Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for joining me for this session, our Wednesday free evening session. So, the team just told me, well, I know it's the last one of this year, 2025, but so we are closing for Christmas. But when we come back, it's going to be 7th of January, so it's going to be quite a long break. That means almost 3 weeks. So I won't see you for 3 weeks, guys. So, let's have a recap. What did we do in the year? So we did every Wednesday, every Wednesday we did a different practice, different teaching. We didn't repeat one item. So these 50 odd weeks, every week was something different. And this year we did a lot of practices with different chants. We did the 7 soul houses. Remember, we started with the first soul house, second, third, went up to the 7th soul house, and then we did the 5 elements, the wood element, then fire element, then earth, metal, and water element, and then some other ones we did as well. So, and then we did with different calligraphies. We did the Tao light, greatest light, and we did I think compassion as well, and different qualities of the 10 greatest qualities of divine and Tao. And then we did some introductions on Tao hands, and also 10 Tao light wall, and also the Tao retreat. We had David come over, so we had some introductions on those. And the Tao calligraphy writing as well. I include some calligraphies because we had calligraphy teachers who came, Dennis and Hattie, and they taught us how to write the Tao calligraphy. So there's been lots of different things that we experience this year. So today, let's start. I don't think I did it this year, but let's start with shifting energy. Okay, so Master Shah says that when we have an imbalance in the body, a health challenge, that means that certain areas of the body, there is an energy blockage. And when there is an energy blockage, that means the energy is not flowing through that area properly. So when energy is not flowing through that area, that means that most likely, in about 85% of the cases, the energy stagnation and the energy blockage means there's too much energy in that area. So maybe let me explain here what happens to the cells then. Okay, so he says that 85% is of our challenges is because of too much energy. Okay, and 15% is not enough energy, so there we need to boost the energy. But in most cases, what we need to do is release that energy. Okay, and where do we release it to? We send it to here, our lower abdomen, because this area of the body can handle all the energy. Okay, so simple thing like you got a headache. What does that mean? There's too much energy there. And we need to bring that energy down to our lower abdomen, and that headache can dissipate. And with other, same thing, shoulder pain, neck pain, you can release this energy. So I'm going to show you a very powerful way how to move the energy. Okay, so in physics, they tell you can't destroy energy, you can just move it. Okay, so this is just going back to basic physics. We just move the energy. How do we move the energy? We move it from high pressure to an area of low pressure. So what does that mean? So imagine if this room was filled with smoke. Okay, and then you open the window, what happens? You see the smoke will leave from that window. Okay, so that happens in our kitchen sometimes. Now we burn some toast, smoke comes up, and then you see it in the room. Then you open the window, and then the smoke goes out. Okay, so this is high pressure moving to low pressure. It always happens. Law of physics. Okay, so when that happens, what happens in the body? In the body, we release that blockage. Okay, so this is what is happening. These are cells next to each other. Okay, inside is RNA, DNA, the nucleus, atoms. Now here, the space. This is where the energy is. Okay, in the space between the cells. This is the matter. Okay. Now, this is always contracting and expanding. The cells are constantly in motion. They're not fixed. They don't have a fixed position. They're always in movement. They are contracting, expanding, contracting, expanding. So what happens is, when they are contracting, here becomes smaller, what happens is that the energy goes from the cell to the spaces. Okay, that means the energy has come from the cell to the spaces. So the cell contracts, the energy expands, and then the reverse happens. The energy from the cell, from the spaces, goes into the cells. It goes here. So then the space in between, the energy becomes less, the cells expand. Okay, makes sense? There is this conversion happening all the time, constantly. That's how our cells, they need to function all the time. They need this movement happening all the time. But sometimes what happens is that so much energy gets built up in the spaces that these cells now find it difficult to go back to their normal state. They become constricted. Okay, they can't have the space and the momentum to expand back to their normal state. So now the cells are not functioning properly. Okay, and the cells, remember, there are like a clump of them, so many of them, millions of them, and they join together to form our organs, muscles, bones, and everything. So if, let's say, in the liver area, if you got too much energy blockage, too much energy, then what happens? You will get, first thing you notice is you'll get some pain. That's the first thing. Okay, and what do we do normally? We take a pill. Okay, to release that pain. But guess what? It doesn't stop this. The cells going back, contracting and expanding. All it does, is it blocks the reception of that pain to our brain. Okay, so we feel, oh, that's great, I don't feel that pain anymore. But we haven't transformed the underlying cause. That's still there. Okay, and then if we do not change that, then what happens? The next thing is that we have inflammation in that area. And if we still don't transform it, then many methods, okay, from whatever method you use, if you don't transform it, third is cysts could form from that, and then tumors could form. Okay, so we don't want to go there. We want to transform this. Okay, so I'll share one story. So this is going back many years. So I went to this party, and then as I entered the house, I went to the washroom, and then I saw in the washroom, in the mirror, one eye was really red. So I had a little discomfort, but I didn't realize it was so bad. Then I felt not good to walk out of the room to go to the party, because it will it'll look as if I got an infection, and I really shouldn't be in the party. I could pass it on to somebody. So I wasn't happy. Now, what did I do? I'd learned this way that you can release your energy blockages, and so the method I used was I increased the pressure in that area. I created high pressure in that area, and I created low pressure in my abdomen area. And then what happened? The energy went down. And I did this practice about 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, it transformed so much that the color changed in my eye, and I would say it was 90% better. And then 10% remained, but I was happy to walk into the party. Okay, so that was my first experience. I thought, this is amazing. And you can do that. Wherever you have pain, you can do that. You are moving the energy blockage. Okay, this energy blockage, you're moving it. So once the energy blockage goes, then what happens? The blood can flow properly. Once the blood flows, it goes to the matter, of course, and the transformation can happen. Okay, you bring it back to normal. Okay, so how do you do it? It's not difficult, quite simple. So first thing you do is, if you have headache, then you take your one hand, can be either hand, you sort of keep it soft, slightly curved, okay, not straight, okay, slightly curved. Then, if I've got headache, I point it. And already when I point it to my head, I feel a slight tension there. Okay, so I'm creating high density there. Okay, do this first. Look, take both your hands and then bring them closer to each other without touching. As you bring them closer, you might feel that there is like a energy between your hands. It's not visible, but you might feel a slight energy. Okay? Take it apart, bring it closer. If you are sensitive, you'll feel it. You can go quite close. And you'll feel that energy. Okay? Anybody felt that energy? You felt? Okay. Good. So what we are doing is, when you are bringing this hand close, about couple of inches away, okay? So we call this near hand. We are creating an intensity of energy there, okay, like a pressure, high pressure, okay? Then the other hand, we keep it about 12 to 15 inches away, and we keep it in line below the belly button, okay, not above but below the belly button. Now this creates a low pressure area. Okay, so now when we create high pressure here, what happens? The energy goes from high pressure area to the low pressure area. Just like when we open the window, when there's high pressure inside with smoke, we open the window and it goes out because outside there's low pressure. Okay, so same way, we are doing the same thing, same principle. We are going to be able to move energy, especially blocked energy, high energy levels in a certain area. And so this is one part. The other part is chanting. And what do we chant? We chant, light goes down, light goes down. Okay, in most cases it will be light goes down. So light goes from here to here. Okay, and the third thing is we visualize. In my mind, I will see light going from this area to this area. Okay, light goes down, light goes down. Every time you say it, visualize light going down. So light goes down, light goes down. So you can do this anyway, in your shoulder pain. Okay, anyway, stomach pain. Okay, as long as it's above your lower abdomen, then you're sending light down. What about the other way? What if you have knee pain? Then it's the reverse. Light goes up. You have the near hand on your knees. Can you show a bigger picture? Yeah. Okay, if it's knees, we are going to send the light up. Then you say near hand on your knees, far hand, lower abdomen, same. And then you say light goes up, because you're sending light from here, excess light from here up to your abdomen. And this is the low pressure always. Okay, light goes up, light goes up, light goes up. And then you release the pain. If it's ankle, same thing. You might need to sit down and then put one ankle here, okay, on your knee. Then you point towards your ankle, only a couple of inches away. So you're creating high pressure there and low pressure here. Then you say light goes up, light goes up, light goes up. Okay, so is it clear? Then I'll lead you through a practice. Anybody wants to ask any questions? So like for Kirunabanthan, he can say, because he's got a little bit high blood pressure, so he can point towards his heart, okay, and keep it close, 2 or 3 inches away, and then right hand here, then he can say, light goes down, light goes down, light goes down, light goes down. How long should you do it? 10-15 minutes, or longer the better. Okay, light goes down, light goes down, light goes down, light goes down. Okay, anybody has a question about? And then if you have pain, tell me what is your pain level, then we will check what's happened. Anybody? We do the practice and see what happens. Can you make the comment section wider? If you have pain, then you can write it. Okay, I have knee pain, back pain, neck pain.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it work with something that's chronic, like if you have a recurring infection?
Yes. Yeah. So question was with something like recurring infection. Yes, because what's happening? Let's say lungs. Get a lot of people now this time of the year, you know, they get infection, cold, flu. So in that area, this area, you have heavy chest. So there's too much energy, too much blockage. Same thing. And I've actually done this with cold, cough. Okay, if you have a cold and cough, same thing. Point either here or here. Okay, if you have eyes, don't point at the eyes. Point to the side. Maybe point to the center, not directly at the eyes. Okay, point to the center or above the eyes, above the eyebrows, not directly on the eyes. So high blood pressure, same thing. Even people who have cancer. Okay, so Loma said, if light is already at the pain side, why doesn't the pain go away? Why channeling light elsewhere? Because there's too much energy. Okay, and that is what is causing the pain. Because now, it's too much energy that those cells can't function properly. Okay, if it went away by itself, then yeah, we wouldn't have pain then, but it doesn't, it gets stuck. About 85% of the challenges are because of too much energy. Okay, cataracts, possibly, because I know somebody, they use another technique to get rid of the cataracts. But that's working with a light ball. Okay, it's another one of Master Shah's methods. Because we have a blockage with the cataracts, so but make sure you don't point at the eyes, okay? Do to the side of the eyes, above the eye, or in the center. And then you can say, light goes down, light goes down. Okay. Yeah. So this one is, we are saying it's too much energy. Okay, not necessarily light, Lomas. It's too much energy in that area. So let's try it, Lomas. Where is it? And then what is the pain level there? Knees. Okay, same. So you point at the knees. Okay. So Loma says knee pain of 9, high level. Okay. And then we are just going to move the energy up for you. Of 8 or 9. Okay. So that's a high level, high number. But we will move the energy up and see what happens. Okay. Anybody else wants to share? What is that pain level? Lavina, you're going to do for?
No, 6.
6. Okay, Lavina is going to do for lungs. Actually, 6. Okay, she had a challenge for some time. So maybe if she had done this, it could have released it. Okay.
I have pressure on the right side of my head.
Right side of the head. Okay.
It's not pain, but it's
okay.
I have vertigo issues.
Vertigo. Oh.
Yeah, but I don't. It's better now, but
okay.
But I can still feel. I don't know if it might be the ear, right ear, maybe.
Okay, ear as well, huh?
Maybe ear.
Okay. Right.
Not quite sure what to.
Okay, so Monica has, could be head, it could be ears. Okay, now it's the same area, so you can just point in this direction, okay, with open arm, okay, open arm, but it's a little softer, okay, not stiff hand, softer hand, okay. And then here is also softer hand, where we are collecting the energy. That's it, yeah. And this is at least 10 inches or more. 12, 15 is also fine. Okay, so and you say it's 6, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Around 6, okay. And then we have Kiruna Bantan. Chest tightness, okay. And 8, okay. And Lorraine, she says same as you on the left side. So left on the head, 6. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now, so Lomas is going to chant slightly different mantra. For all of these others, we're going to say light goes down, okay, because we're sending the light from this area to the lower abdomen. And Lomas is sending the light from the knees going up to the abdomen. So he'll say light goes up, okay, slightly different chant. And Nalini, it is eczema, okay, below neck and back, okay. And that is at 9. Okay. Great. Okay, let's do, I will lead you through an invocation, that's a soul power. Then we use our body power, which is the hand position. Okay. 3 is the mind power, which is the visualization. So we visualize light going from that area to the abdomen. Okay. And 4th is the sound power. So we are chanting, light goes up, light goes up, light goes up, or light goes down. Okay. So we will chant, majority of the people are light goes up, light goes down, but Lomas will chant light goes up. Okay. So let us do the invocation. Okay. So you can put one hand on your heart chakra, one on your belly button, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And dear all layers of divine Tao souls, dear my beloved soul, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Can you please bless me to heal this area? Now make your request. I'm so very grateful. Thank you. Okay, now that was the soul power. Now let's do the body power. So put your near hand in that area of your request. Okay, and later on, if you get tired, you can swap hands and put your far hand in your lower abdomen, below your belly button. Okay, make sure it's below the belly button. And so now we got the soul power, that's the body power. Next is the mind power. Mind power, we need to visualize light going down, okay, from where your near hand is to your lower abdomen. All for Lomas, light going up. Okay, so every time you chant, light goes down, you also visualize light actually going down. Okay, all going up. And let's start. Okay, Light goes down. 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 You can do it sitting down. Yes, Lomas is fine. Light goes down. 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 Make sure your near hand is quite close, okay, to create that pressure, otherwise it doesn't create the pressure. Light goes down. 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 Visualize at the same time light going down. Light goes 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 down. Now do it silently in your mind. And now we come back to aloud. If you need to switch hands, you can do that. Okay, Sylvia, you can do it on your heart. Okay, so do it aloud now. Light goes down, 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 light goes down. Visualize the light going down. Light goes down, light goes down, light goes down, light goes down, light goes down. Light goes down, light goes down, silently again. Okay, how, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you can open your eyes and relax. Take a deep breath in, exhale slowly. Okay, so now move your body, okay, do a stretch, okay. And check in on yourself. Okay, so let me get the mic ready. Okay, so how did it go? Share with me. Okay, so Monica, share. Did you see the light going down?
Yes, I pictured it and I could feel the energy Even before I put my hand, I could already feel on the right side of my head just the pressure and reacting. And I can still feel it. I feel like if I would do it longer, it would have an effect because I just felt my ears pop as well. So something was happening. It's more of a 5 now, but I'll definitely practice it more.
Okay, good.
I could really feel it.
Okay, so Monica's been down, but she felt something's moving. Ears popped. That's great. Okay. Okay. Okay, Lomas says pain level remained at 9. Okay, this is same. Didn't shift. Okay. So, and Kirubanandan saying feeling light and relaxed, dropped to a 6. Okay, so he's went to a big shift. Okay, good. So Lomas, then either we do a longer practice for you, you can do this, or you might need a higher level. So some tools like I would probably take a permanent treasure, and then that'll shift high level blockages. Okay, and then so you can receive like a rainbow light ball or golden light ball for your knees, and then you do practice with that, and then that ball vibrates in that area, and so because what we are doing is practice with our own healing ability. Okay, so as human beings, all of us have our own levels that we can transform, but sometimes blockages could be higher, then we need higher level treasures, blessings to make that shift. Okay, and let's go higher. About Nalini's, what was Kirban? Okay, Nalini says, I can feel the heat in my neck. The cells in the area of neck and back are feeling alive and jumping around at the moment. Okay, and then check if you can, the number shifted. Lauren, my head feels lighter. Definitely felt the movement. Slight sensation. Now about a 3. Okay, so hers went down by half, which is brilliant. Okay. Okay, so Lomas is saying he doesn't want to force imagination, that pain is going. So you're not forcing, Lomas. What I would say is you're supporting. Okay, because what you visualize is what you can actualize. Okay, so yeah, definitely with that pain level, there is blockages, could be at the soul level, heart, mind, energy level. Okay, this is what we are trying to shift, and at the matter level we know there is, but it could be more than just energy. This practice is more about the energy. Nalini says itching calm down to 0. Wow, that's amazing. That's fantastic. So I would continue to do this. Okay, so Nalini, and then you will be able to release this. And Lavina, what happened to your lungs? Okay, Lavina's lungs also down to 3. So that's amazing. Really, couple didn't shift. Almost everybody except Lomas is still at 9, but yours, you might need a longer practice, or you need a treasure. Okay, fine, fantastic. So, any questions about this practice? Easy to do? Yes, it is, isn't it? And This you can do even if you're on the tube and you get sudden pain somewhere. You can just put your hand here. Nobody knows what you're doing, and then you're doing in your mind. Light goes down, light goes down, light goes down. Okay, and do it at home. Teach this to, let's say, elderly people. Okay, because they need help. They sometimes have challenges with pain in different areas. So, and it's just using the law of physics, and we are moving energy, because in the law of physics it says you cannot destroy energy, but you can move it. So yeah, we are moving where there is excess and taking it to an area in the lower abdomen. This is where it can take any amount of energy. So any excess energy you can send there. So that's like a foundation area. We need to work on that to build a foundation, and that's our lower abdomen. Okay, so you do practices to build that foundation area.
Yeah. I know someone who has lower back problems. How should he do the practice?
Okay, fine. Then the same thing. Okay, so lower back depends how low. Okay, so this time the energy is just moving sideways. Okay, so you can say near hand here, far hand here. So the energy will move from the back to the front part of the abdomen, and the chant should be, energy moves to my abdomen. Okay, energy moves to my abdomen. Okay, so you're still moving it, but you're sending it sideways. Okay? And Sylvia says, I felt it very strongly in the 7th soul house in my brain, and it went from 10 to 6. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, and it was a short practice. We did 15, 20 minutes at the most. So you can extend this. Do it 2 or 3 times a day, and you can shift this. So this actual practice, so Master Shah's spiritual father was Master Guo. So Master Guo had a very large practice. He used to gather 10,000 or even more people used to come to his center, and people with serious health conditions, and he was doing, this was one of the things, moving energy around. Okay, and then they would do massage and then use herbs, but if you can learn how to move energy. Anyway, okay, look, when you go and see a TCM doctor, traditional Chinese medicine doctor, and they can even use acupuncture. So what are they doing? When they're doing acupuncture, they put the needles in, and they are helping you to release the energy blockages, because energy is stuck. So they help you put the pin in there, and on the meridian pathways, we got meridians, and the energy flows to the meridians. So where they feel it is blocked, they'll put the needle, then they'll twist it and allow the energy to start flowing again. It's like a river. If you have a riverbed and then there are lots of rocks, okay, then the flow of water stops. It doesn't flow as smoothly as before or as easily. So then if somebody goes and puts a stick in there and moves it around, all those stones, then what happens? The water flows again. Same thing here. They put the needle in, and then they move it, and then in the meridians the energy flows. Once the energy flows, it begins to release that blockage. When that blockage gets released, pain gets released as well. Inflammation will go down. Okay, Nalini is going to experiment with the cataract too. Okay, so cataract, do it every day, and then when you go next for your checkup, see how much difference it has made. Okay, And yeah. Okay. So, did you enjoy this? Yes? Okay, great. Fantastic, huh? Okay, so we're coming to the end. Do you want to share with me some of your successes in this year, 2025? Things that were troubling you, and now, through the different practices, you managed to overcome them. Archana, yes, please share.
I have a question actually.
Mhm.
When you said because the energy is high energy and low energy, do we need to bring it to the stomach area all the time?
Yes, because our foundation of the whole body is here in our lower abdomen. There are, in particular, two energy areas. One we call the lower dantian, okay, and second is our snow mountain area, or also known as Kundalini. Okay, so these are our foundation energy centers, and we always need to build them. So we can send any amount of energy down there, and we can do practices to build those two areas, and that creates the foundation for us. So if our foundation is weak, then we can, like a house, if it's not built on strong foundations, then if a storm comes, the house can fall. Similarly, same with our body. If our foundation is strong, then we won't fall ill so easily. When winter comes, and people who catch illnesses quickly, infections, that means their foundation is weak. Okay, so when you build the foundation, you are boosting energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. So these four things, and we need that. Now, with so many infections, some people don't catch it. Why? Because their foundation is strong. Okay, so in Tao Hands, we teach you, we go into more practices, we teach you how to build your foundation. It's like the core teachings, the basics that we need to build a foundation, and then you just build it, and then that energy, you will feel it. When you do the practices, though we start from here, lower abdomen, as you build it, you'll feel that energy go right up to the top, right down to the bottom, and wherever it finds the blockages, it begins to clear them. So you get a whole body transformation. So very powerful practice. Huh? So this is also like, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these techniques will be taught in the practitioner course or in the coming week?
That's right. We teach them in the Tao Hands practitioners, and we go through them because it's so important to build your foundation. And even open your spiritual channels, we do that, because before you can open your spiritual channels, you need your foundation to be strong. Like to open your third eye channel to see spiritual images, you need our Kundalini to be strong. Okay, so don't go and open your Kundalini, your third eye channel, because it can be very depleting for you if your foundation is weak. So we build a foundation first, then it becomes easier. Otherwise it drains you. So people, and we've had people who open their third eye channel, they learned it somewhere, but they didn't build a foundation. And then when they came to us, and then they said, yes, that's why I opened it. I've become very weak. So they didn't build a foundation. So we build the foundation first. Okay, so it's important, and it helps you. It's your core foundation to build your lower dantian and Kundalini. Okay, so I can teach you a very simple exercise. Okay, so this exercise is to build your lower dantian. Okay, now very easy. There is a sound which vibrates that area. So first of all, there is a sound connected to your lungs. Okay, so put both your hands here. Now say the word sun, sun, sun. Do you feel the vibration here? Okay, so that sound, sun, vibrates the lungs. There is a sound which vibrates your energy center, lower dantian, and that sound is jo, jo, jo. Okay, so you may not feel it so much when you put your hands, but it vibrates inside, in that energy center, lower dantian. So to build your lower dantian, this is a simple exercise. So all you do is put your hands like this, okay? Left hand thumb sticking out, right hand grab the thumb, fold it, okay? This is a yin yang palm position, okay? You're balancing whole body's yin and yang energy. And then here you're going to tap gently. Now, where? This is wrong place. It has to be below your belly button and not all the way down. That's the wrong place. So just below your belly button is the correct place, and you do gentle tap, gentle tap, gentle tap. Then you visualize a golden light ball in that area, mind power, and the sound is jo, 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 jo. Visualize golden light ball rotating in that lower dantian area. Jo, 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 jo. You did aloud and also silently, because silent is a yin practice, aloud is a yang practice. So you're balancing both the yin and the yang. Okay, and you come back to jo, 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 jo. Here you're combining the sound, jo, and the sound also has vibration, and it vibrates that area. You are tapping gently, so that also vibrates that area. You are visualizing a golden light ball. And this is not an organ, it's just an energy center. It's space in the body. Jo, 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 jo. The simple practice. So this teacher I know in India, his mom was on a bed, couldn't get up, and her doctors told her that she is nearing the end, and so Prince taught his mom, this is the practice, and he told her, do this. First time she couldn't even do it 2 times, she didn't have that much strength, but he told her, keep on doing this as much as you can. So she started doing this. I think in less than 3 weeks she was up from the bed walking. It boosted her energy so much. Jo, jo. So don't underestimate the power of this practice. Jo, 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 jo. Some of you might feel a tingling in other parts of your body. So check where else do you feel the tingling. I feel in my head. Jo, 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 jo. The bowl will expand as we keep on doing this practice. Jo, 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 jo. Jo, 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 jo. Jo, 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 jo. You can even do it faster. Jo, 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 jo. Jo 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 jo. Jo 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 jo. And slow it down. Jo 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 jo. Jo, 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 jo. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay. So who feels energy beyond just the lower dantian? Anybody feels the energy? I feel it came up for me up to my heart and then also went lower down. Okay, okay, Lomas felt this. Okay, heart and forehead, good, very good. I feel tingling in my toes as well, went down. So this is like a whole body healing and transformation practice, and also you're building your foundation. So like these martial arts people, for them this is key. They really want to build a strong foundation here. That's where their energy comes from. So very important for them. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, so is this on? Okay, so Lomas, this is also being shared on YouTube and Facebook. So if you go to Facebook, Power of Soul, yes, Power of Soul, then it'll be there, and also it goes on YouTube. YouTube, how do they find this?
Power of Soul.
On Power of Soul, same. Okay, so gets recorded there. Okay, so you can watch it anytime. Okay, so I thank you all for your support through the year, and thank you and for bringing some of your friends as well and relations, because also they can benefit. And so I love you all. I wish you to have a very happy break over the Christmas holidays, and wishing you a happy New Year in advance. And I look forward to being with you in 2026, and then we continue in our journey, and we have better health and more happiness through the year. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Okay. Thank you for your messages. So this practice, it's you should do every day. This practice, jo 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 Okay, that's our YouTube channel.
Links to Facebook and YouTube are on our website, ramzona.co.uk. If you go to the bottom, you can click there.
Okay, thank you. So Lavina says the links to our Facebook and YouTube, if you go onto our website, and they are at the bottom of the page. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, thank you. So you can always access them. Okay, good. Okay, so wishing you very peaceful rest of the year, peaceful times with your loved ones, our Christmas, happy, joyous times as well to celebrate, and wishing you much success in 2026. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you.